Oh, hello everyone. It's just me, Dusty Circuit here. And, well, here I am to bring you, the beginning of a part of my series that I think some of you, as well as me, have really been looking forward to. And, as the time has finally come to go to, actually start doing missions to the Kcalbeloh System. But before we jump into that, there is one. I want to do a mission where we send a. Well, we're going to launch two crafts into Kerbin orbit and dock them together, and then send them out to the Sarnus system because I want to actually do a. I actually want to make an asteroid refueling station around Sarnus that will reach to dock up to the different asteroids that spawn around Sarnus to function as a refueling depot for any future missions that we send to the Kcalbeloh system. Okay, so this is the first of the two crafts that we're gonna launch. This one is the going to be the refinery portion of this, which is has this grappling unit, which is gonna grab onto the asteroid or allow this to dock up to the asteroid, and then these drills, which will mine the resources, and this ore holding tank, and this array of equipment, which will actually serve to produce any like the vanilla fuel, as well as like the vanilla convertotron, in addition to just regular liquid fuel, oxidizer, and monopropellant. I can also do the fuels that come with the cryo tanks mod, the liquid hydrogen and liquid methane, as well as lithium, which is used by the near future propulsion mod. Then the centrifugal whirlwind nuclear reprocessor, which will make enriched uranium, which I think is just used for our onboard reactor, which we actually need to power all this this refinery stuff, which uses quite a bit of power. And I think it will also allow us to reprocess spent nuclear fuel. And that's the reactor. Oh, I think this also can make... this can also make xenon. In fact, for more for more than near future propulsion engines. And then this nuclear smelter, which was for some of the far future propulsion engines, or at least those that use the nuclear fuel that this can create. And of course, I'm going to be launching it. It's going to be in this fairing, which will protect it through on the ascent through Kerbin atmosphere. And then this is the rocket that's going to get it into orbit, which is just using 4 of these. They are hydrogen rocket engines, so they use liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen. And I think they're from a the cryo engines extensions, which just adds more varieties of engines to the cryo engines mod. And these, which look like the stock fuel tanks, or that come from the Making History DLC, but they're actually from I think it's the Near Future Launch Vehicles mod. I think it replaces those parts for the 5-meter diameter fuel tanks. And these these are just launch clamps from the Space Y mod that I've actually tend to be using quite a lot for my crafts. And this is a hydrogen tank from the cryo tanks, which I'm using as a fuel tank for my kick stage, which I have just 2 of these smaller liquid hydrogen rocket engines from cryo engines. So I think now we're ready to launch this into Kerbin orbit, shall we? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, liftoff. And also in between videos, I decided to actually install the Parallax Continued mod, which is basically an improvement of Parallax, which adds more. It kind of adds more improved ground scatters to the game as well. I think it also changes like the atmospheric visual effects, as well as some of the surface textures as well. Though what's really exciting about it is it also comes with a bunch of new configs for a variety of different planet mods, so including Outer Planets, Minor Planets Expansion, and Quack Pack. And speaking of Quack Pack, there also was another there's an update for Quack Pack that actually adds some visual enhancements to the mod, and among them volumetric clouds on Jot. So I guess that warrants a revisit to that one at some point. And of course, it's always whenever I do a mission to a planet pack, it's that either an update comes out that improves it, or I don't get around to installing said update until after I do my mission. But oh well. At least we'll have more variety of content to keep the series going. Okay, I'm just tilting up, so just to halt our descent, and to actually get our apoapsis so it's in front of us rather than behind us. Okay, so what I did was my kick stage ran out of the fuel, so I just used RCS to get this thing the rest of the way into Kerbin orbit. And so now we can extend all of our radiators. Some of these cool the nuclear reactor, and some of these cool the different refinery sections. And I just went into the tracking station really quick just to get rid of that spent stage that we had dropped behind us. It's due to a rather annoying bug or feature or whatever of the persistent thrust mod. I can't time warp while another ship is like within like the physics loading range. Okay, so first half of our refueling station is in Kerbin orbit, so let's launch the second half. This is going to be the second half of our refueling station, and it's really just habitation and the propulsion stage, which is going to get this thing over to the Sarnus system, and also as it uses up whatever asteroid it first docks up to runs out of fuel, this thing can undock from it and re-rendezvous with a different asteroid. Okay, so really what this one consists of is just this is just a okay, this is a large diameter clampotron that comes from I think it's the Restock Plus mod. And this service bay is from Space Y. And it's just to hold all these RTGs to provide my craft with power generation. Which I believe these are from the Near Future Electrical mod. And really the rest of these parts that aren't stock are stock-like station parts expansion. I'm using in these RCS thrusters are these large ones. I think these are from the Mark IV spaceplane mod. And these are those light bulb atomic engines, which I've been using throughout my series. I don't know if I remember them, what mod they're from off the top of my head. And also more the Stock Lake Station parts expansion. And just have a bit of a variety of docking clamps here. Like, you think these are normal size, these are juniors, and this is a senior. Just to provide different options for docking different types of different spaceships. And as far as the actual habitation section, just have that's a living quarters module, cultivation module, and an extensible centrifuge module. And really, this is the same setup as with the other ship, but tripled up because this thing being full of fuel is more of a payload that this has to lift into orbit. And but other than that, it's the same as the other ship, though in my testing that actually having a kick stage under this one was not necessary, so I've omitted it for this craft. So just without further ado, let's launch this one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, liftoff. Okay, I don't like this. I don't like that. That thing's wobbling around in there. Hey, I'm gonna detach this thing early because we're already in orbit now. And I don't want to unnecessarily leave more debris in orbit. Okay, now it's time to set the other ship as our target and start planning our rendezvous. Just basically your standard docking procedure of first correcting your inclination. And then actually planning an intersect with it. Though I think actually might be handy if we just raise our apoapsis on the dark side of Kerbin. So that will actually have a difference in speed between craft we're trying to rendezvous with and us, so that it's actually possible to get around and get an intersect in a reasonable amount of time. Now from here, it's just any regular old docking procedure. Yeah, basically I'm just trying to cancel out my relative speed, and sometimes you can actually do it just from facing the target and just burning to the side, but sometimes it's not very easy to do. Now just need to wait for our ship to face our target. Now we just now we can turn this guy around and utilize the wound lazy method of docking. Yeah, this guy is a lot more maneuverable, so I think we'll use him to dock up to that one. Okay. Okay, our fuel refinery craft is complete. I guess before we actually get going to our destination, I could actually show you a little, give you a bit of a free IVA tour of the spacecraft. I believe this is the inside of that, like, flat habitation module. We got a few different rooms here. Oh, that's the EVA hatch. And this is that cultivation module. Oh, and this is the centrifuge. And like on the inside of here, we have some different areas. And also some interesting posters. And view of Kerbin out the window. Actually, I think the different like arms, like the different, like I guess, like arms of the centrifuge have different. You could call it, have different rooms in them. Like we got like an exercise room. Guess like computers and and I guess it's like another like sleeping area. I'm not sure if we've been in this one before. But yeah, it's just it's kind of more different types of rooms. This is proving rather difficult to go up this ladder and hop over to that one. Okay, I don't know how we went through there, but okay. So anyway, this continues down here. I guess this is through, whoa, wow, this is dark. I believe this is going through the fuel tanks. And that goes to the outside. Oh, that explains why it was dark. We're now on the dark side of Kerbin. Just now it's time to leave Kerbin and go to Sarnus. Okay, set Sarnus as the target. And then correct our inclination. And now we just plot our trajectory towards Sarnus. And well, I guess I'll just do the burn and then I'll fine-tune it later. I want to see if we can't do the slate gravity assist. Guess I'll wait till we're in the sphere of influence to tweak that. Well, actually, this might be a tad bit risky, but thinking maybe why not we go for an aero brake instead. I wouldn't advise this normally unless you have a spacecraft that can survive re-entry heating, but I've actually done aero brakes actually in Sarnus before, and they're actually since Sarnus is actually pretty Sarnus's atmosphere actually is pretty at least in my experience, it's actually quite gentle, even coming into it from an interplanetary trajectory like what we're doing. And plus, you also get to see what the Firefly re-entry effects actually look like on Sarnus. That's a cool shot right there. Just gonna do a radial in-burn to lower our periapsis into Sarnus's atmosphere, though it's a little inefficient to do it from this height. Well, now that I think of it, this might be a bad idea. Well, given I also have these radiators, which are actually quite delicate. I guess we'll find out. And if all else fails, I do have a quick save. There we go with the re-entry. This Firefly mod has to be one of the coolest things that ever was added to Kerbal Space Program in quite some time. Wonder what this looks like from inside. Wow. Yeah, that's quite something indeed. Okay, apparently I can't use that seat. Wait, actually, I don't think we came in deep enough with our trajectory, so I think I'm gonna have to quick save after all. Oh, and I forgot that we had the trajectories mod, so it'll actually show us, it'll actually calculate for us, what our resulting orbit's going to be. Well, as long as it's below Slate's orbit, I'll take it. Okay, it looks like our whole spaceship survived that. Now, I think from here we'll do the rest just with regular burns. And it looks like we're gonna have a encounter with Igloo, but that's okay. Actually, I guess could be an opportunity to show off what Igloo's new texture looks like. But I don't think we'll be flying close enough to it. Well, I guess you could kind of see it. But we're going to be passing by the dark side. I guess you could kind of see it there, yeah. I believe that is from... I think it's from the Minor Planets expansion, the newer version of it. It actually has a bonus feature, which like is a retexture of Elu. Actually looks pretty cool. Just check and make sure I actually have enough fuel left to do the maneuver I want to do. And I think also the Minor Planets expansion has configs in it that actually change the look of the rings across all planets, including Sarnus. Okay, so I think from here, these are the asteroids that we're trying to rendezvous with. So I think from here we want to go to the tracking station and start tracking them. I believe it was this one was one of the larger ones, so we want to get that one. Okay, our asteroid is finally coming into view. Ooh, this one looks a bit different. It actually looks like it's got purple streaks. Which actually is kind of a bit of a feature of this game. Sometimes some asteroids can actually have that kind of color. So I don't know how many different colors they actually can be. Like I think so. I've seen purple ones and green ones so far. Yeah, let's make sure we arm our grappling hook. And there we go. There's our asteroid. What I was doing is changing auto strut so it attaches to the heaviest part, which is in this case is this giant asteroid. I was just looking around for my stock, my vanilla radiators. I have no idea if the Convertotron can use the system heat radiators. So what we're gonna do is refuel our fuel tank because it's almost empty. And I put a bunch of engineers on board my craft so this mining actually goes extra fast. Okay, what I want to do one thing before I call this mission over, and that is I want to lower this guy's orbit. I don't know, maybe it might be better to raise it. Well, just I want it to be like so it doesn't... It's not in danger of running into Elu and thus being flung out on a weird trajectory. I have no idea how stable this thing now is, but I guess we'll find out. And I guess I can use monopropellant to hopefully counteract whatever slight imbalance of center of mass we might have, as we basically have an infinite supply of monopropellant. Well, not infinite, but as much as this, basically we have this whole asteroid to work with in terms of resources. I think I just want to go like as. Think maybe. I think I might stop at 20 million. That way we'll be for sure clear both Elu and Slate. And also it'll be easier for any other ships that we send out here. So we're actually going to be a bit further away from Sarnus, so it'll actually take a bit less fuel to circularize, get an encounter, and then leave to actually go to the Kcalbeloh System. And then we just repeat that on this side until we raise our periapsis until it's about the same as our apoapsis. Ooh, that's a neat effect. Okay. Well, that's another cool shot there as well. Yeah. So I think this is a good time, maybe a good point to end off this video. Thank you for watching. This has been me, Dusty Circuit, here with another Kerbal Space Program video. And if you liked what you saw, remember to leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you want to see my next videos, be sure to hit the bell for notifications. And peace out. Bye.